This website has tons of blogs, hundreds of blogs, one of the most popular blogging sites on the internet. Did you know that you could do the same thing and create hundreds of blogs in just a few clicks and a few minutes using a particular software that I'm going to talk about today? Well, if you didn't know, now that you know, and you're probably wondering, well, why the heck would I want to do this? Well, any major business has a significant blog presence because it drives a ton of traffic back to their business so they can get more sales, more consultations, more bookings, whatever their end goal is. Blogging is the best way to do that. Not only that, it helps you collect leads and it helps you rank your website better. So there's a website or a program rather, Arvow, that is the best at doing this because you can create hundreds of blogs, thousands of blogs with just a couple of clicks. This is highly customizable and it's super easy to use and super quick to use. There is a link below. You can try this out for free and also get 10% off. But let me take you through this process and exactly how you can do this for your business in just a couple of clicks and create as many blogs as you want to create. That's going to make your online presence explode and it's going to make your traffic explode because all of these blogs are SEO optimized. They do all the back end stuff for you. Whereas before it would take you literally dozens of hours or more to be able to do this. And you'd have to rack your brain trying to figure all this stuff out. It does it all for you. So they have an auto blogger which you can create and set up that will allow you to create as many blogs as you want at one time or over time, and it'll release it to your website, to social media, wherever you want them to be released. And all you have to do is set up the auto blogging function. So if you go to the auto blogs, basically it's as simple as this. You would create a new campaign, call the campaign whatever you want, and mind you, you can do as many of these campaigns as you want if you have different websites, different businesses, or if you have a SEO agency, you can do this for all of your clients. So you would basically enable the auto blog, and there's three options for the auto blog. You can do full automation mode, which is you would tie it to a feed, RSS feed, or website, keywords, and it'll automatically generate and automatically publish. Or you can do it where you would create the output, it'll then generate and publish for you. And I'll show you this in just a second. Or you can have it do from the feed, generate, and then it won't publish. Basically, it'll just sit there until you publish it, so it gives you a chance to look over it. So basically, for full automation mode, you need a feed. So in order to create a feed, all you would do is go over here to the feeds. You would create a feed, and then you could do a feed based on keywords, which is really great. So just a constant update of new keywords that it would create articles around for your niche or your business. You can create a news feed. So this basically allows you to preview stories and create a news feed around a particular topic. Or you can do a RSS feed. You would put the RSS feed URL. Anytime new information came there, it'll create articles for it. Or you can do a YouTube channel feed. So if you have your own YouTube channel or someone else's that you really like, you can do a feed off of that as well, which is really, really powerful. And then the keyword feed, like I said, you can do website URL, keyword seeds, competitors to create that feed. So I created a keyword feed that's just off of news. So you can see it's just off the New York Times, and you can do you can edit this and create keyword seeds and put competitors in here if you want as well. The other thing that you're going to have to do outside of the feed is do the integration. So basically it has to know if you're doing the automation, okay, it's pulling from the feed to create the stories, it's generating the articles, and then where is it going to post it? So the nice thing about this is you can integrate with any of these websites. So pretty much any website you have, you can integrate this with or set up a webhook or an API to connect it. So it's going to automatically post to your website. So you're literally not going to have to do anything on full automation mode. You just have to set up this integration along with your feed. And then once it's ready to go, it's going to start creating these articles. So here is kind of, if you do, I'm going to show you if you set up the full automation mode, which is probably the most powerful. You have a couple more options outside of the feed and generation. So you would select the feed, whatever feed that you just created, the integration you would select. You can also select social media channel here. And then here's where you can create as many articles as you want. So the interval of how often you want this to run, you can do every month, every week, every 2 days, every day, every 12 hours, every 6 hours, every hour. So this is where it's really cool and really customizable, because even if you're doing it every day, okay, you can then select how many articles per batch, and then if you want it to randomize the time or don't randomize the time. So I could have this run every hour and select 100 articles, 50 articles per batch, which is really powerful. Or I could have it run every day and select 10 articles per batch. But you can do this multiple times, so you can set up different feeds and different automations at different times. So maybe I want every day to release one article for this particular feed, which is maybe like news. And then I can do another automation for another particular feed, which is maybe something else, maybe DIY updates, or maybe I break out the different news. Maybe I do finance news, and then maybe I do like home real estate news. Depending on whatever niche you're in, you can set up multiple feeds that will release articles automatically for you. And then once you have this set up, you set it and forget it, and you're good to go. So now you're probably like, okay, what do these articles look like? Are they SEO optimized? And the answer is yes. The articles are very good, and they're fully SEO optimized, which is really nice. And the nice thing about this too is you can even further customize kind of how the articles look, the details of the articles. So all this stuff is customizable, and you can change what you want to change. So let's go in and look. So here's an article we did off a YouTube video, which is nice. You can generate articles off YouTube videos or YouTube feeds, which I already talked about. So this was basically for first-time home buyers. It includes the YouTube video, so it's giving, if it's not your YouTube video, it's giving this other person credit, and then it's breaking this down into a fully SEO optimized blog article, which is really nice. So that's one on a YouTube video. Here is another one off of just for real estate in Miami that we did. This was just based off keywords, and you can see it includes an image, keywords, internal links, backlinks, relevant YouTube video. So this is very engaging, very user-friendly blog article. So you can see, and the nice thing about this too is you can click into this, and if I'm doing this manually, I can edit this stuff. So I can hit edit with AI, and I can change any part of this article. So this paragraph, I can have it rewrite, simplify, make longer, shorter, make a list, make a table. I also have the ability to use the AI assistant. So I can use this AI assistant and talk to it just like a chat agent, and tell it to add 2 more paragraphs on this topic, or remove bullet point number 1 and replace it with this bullet point and rewrite the article, whatever the case may be. So it'll do it a little bit faster than you having to go in here and do it manually. And you can also publish this article once you're done to your integration, because I don't have to set up the blog automation if I don't want to. I can just do one-off articles. So basically I would just go in here, create, enter an SEO keyword or a title, You don't need a title, it'll generate one for you. And then you would add that, and it'll go over to the inputs here so that you can see, not to get too complicated. So it'll create this input for you, which you can redo as many times as you want. But this is like, just to say that this is the input, you can further edit this input. So this is the keyword, this is the title, but I can have it regenerate a new title if I want, or even if I don't have a title in here, it'll generate one off of the keywords that I present here, up here. So you don't need a title, it'll generate a title, but you can have it generate keywords or replace these keywords to include in the title. Especially if you're like local business, you can fully optimize this for local SEO. But then you can further enhance this. You can change the target country, you can change the language. So maybe you have Spanish demographic. Maybe you do one article in English, one article in Spanish. You can have it connect a knowledge base if you have specific documentation, or it'll just pull from the web. You can change the formatting if you want. You can change the structure, add a call to action, change the article size. You can add your sitemap so it internally links all the stuff together, which is super important for SEO. You can have it externally link, either do it yourself, include your own links, or it'll go out and find those reputable sources for you, and you can link to those external sources, and hopefully that will eventually lead to backlinks, which is really important for SEO. Images, you can do AI images, or it'll do stock or custom images, depending on what you want to do there. The AI images are really good. And then you can have it add a relevant YouTube video. So it goes out and searches all YouTube and finds the most relevant video to put in your article. Or if you have your own YouTube videos, you can add your own video, which is really nice. So this is highly customizable, whether you're doing one-off articles or you're setting up the auto blogger to be able to generate as many articles as possible to be able to get the traffic, rank your website higher, get more leads, get all that stuff. So that's it. There's a link below. You can try this out, 10% off. You can also try it out for free. There's also a video I just did on how to get more leads. So you can there's another part of this software that I didn't get a chance to get into that allows you to collect leads from interactive lead magnets you can embed in your YouTube or in your blog articles. So here's a video on how to do that. Definitely check that out. But I'll see you guys next time.